Hey mappers, how's it going? Alright, well today we're going to make an impromptu video on something that I just learned recently. So let's get started. What I learned recently is how to be able to install new tools. Um, so, new tools, what do we have? The first video that I ever made, doesn't matter, was about how to find tools. There are three different ways of where to find tools for Project Zomboid. So the first one, as I showed previously, shoot. I forgot to change my display settings again. The first one is by going to the Steam page. The Steam page there is going to be, there it is, by going to the library. And as I showed later, we simply click on Game Software and we select the Tools option. Once the Tools option is selected, we can find the Project Zomboid modding tools and we can install these tools. These will add them to your computer. If you ever wanted to find where these tools are, or rather, you can go to Browse Local Files. Then I'll open up a new file. Mine, I added a bunch of new folders, but these three folders should be the only thing that is present: Tiles, TileZ, and WorldEd. These are going to be the tools that you use in order to mod Project Zomboid for maps. Cool. So there is a second location to find tools. Now, the reason I like starting with this is because Steam will create, a folder location for all this. It'll give you all the tiles, which is where the vanilla tiles are, and it'll install, tiles in World Editor. The second location, if I open up a new tab here for my computer, is going to be in the Indie Stone. So the Indie Stone is the forum page for the developers who created Project Zomboid. Why did I say Zomboid? So in the Indie Stone, this is their main page. We can simply go to guides. It looks like I'm already on forums. So then what we want to do is we want to go to one of these. Probably here, tutorial and resources for PZ modding. So when I go to tutorials and resources, looks like there's different things that are here. This is where the one-stop tile shop mapping shop is, TileZ mapping shop. And here they have item Z. I don't know what that is actually. Then usually they'll have some type of where to get the new tools. To be completely honest, I'm not sure where they would be, so I go to one-stop TileZ mapping here. And then installation and setup. They said download the latest version of TileZ here. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. TileZ here, and then they give this link. Looks like it's in forum and 64 mapping. Not sure, but all right. So now that I've gone, it seems to be the mapping section of their page, and then at the top it says latest TileZ, WorldEd, and tile sets as of 2022. So by clicking here, we can click here and find the tile set images. So this is a drop box with all the tiles. Inside of 2x is going to be all of the PNGs for vanilla. So if there's any possible missing ones that were unreleased or not released with the Steam version, then they would be here. These ones, notice how these PNGs are outside of the 2x next to new definition tiles. That is important. I made the mistake of taking those PNGs and moving them, that's not what I meant to do, inside of the 2x. That broke a lot of things for me. So be aware. For Windows, you have the TileZ. 32-bit is an old version of Windows. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, you will not need to use 32-bit and you will use 64-bit. So be aware. If you're not sure which one, pick 64 as a default. See, seems to load all tile set due to high memory usage, displaying question mark for some tiles. It's because 32-bit is very, very old. I think it's like Windows XP and that kind of stuff. Then for Linux, of course, and the World Editor, oh yes, it's both of them, TileZ and World Editor. So simply clicking on this will open up a drop box. It'll get you TileZ and World Editor. Once you download these and unzip them inside of your computer, what you'll want to do is you'll want to replace these two files, the TileZ and the World Editor, with these two files, folders, TileZ and World Editor. Because these are from Steam, Steam can always re-download or re-change by verifying, so you can feel free to delete these. I right click and then you can hit delete. That might take a while. Because I'm a fanatic of backing things up, I created a folder called Steam Tools, and in this folder, I effectively just dragged my original TileZ and WorldEd, and then dragged them in there. That means that they will effectively be in my computer, and I'll have multiple versions of that. If you're concerned about storage, just delete them. Once you download them, paste them here. The third location for finding tools is actually going to be neither of these. There's an active community member named Alree, and on GitHub, he goes by Unjammer. I'll go to Google instead because yours might not have my search history. So what you can do is you can type Unjammer and GitHub. That should take you here, right? You can see here the world editors already, and then the TileZ. That's where we're going to end up. But in case those are not given, I'm going to click Unjammer GitHub, and then you can see here the GitHub for Unjammer. We're going to go to repositories. Repository, as the definition states, is just a place to store stuff. So this is where he stores his code. So the TileZ, the TileZ and the WorldEd is what we want. So if we open up, I'm gonna middle click. I'm gonna like the little roller on my mouse. If I click there, it's gonna open in a new tab. You can also right click and open link a new tab, or you can just straight up click it if you want, but that'll change the whole thing. You'll have to go back. So if we go to TileZ, this is all of the code for the TileZ. One good thing about open source coding and knowing that all the code is available here is that most likely, basically it's safe. You're not going to be adding some crazy code. If this was not safe, this would get either taken down or downvoted. Even if though you might not be able to read all of this code or any of that, knowing that this code is the source code is available to you and to other people who do know how to read code, that usually signifies that it is safe to use. So anyways, you go onto this section where it says releases. And this took me a while. I downloaded the code first. I didn't know how to compile it. Big mistake. Alree had to tell me that I need to go to releases over here. That's something that's new for me. And we simply click and open this. So this takes us to the unofficial TileZ fork. Basically, this is Alree's version of the tools. There was some things that are broken on the tools given by the developers, some things that are broken that were given in Steam by the developers, and so Alree Unjammer fixed them and added new features like dark mode. You simply click tilez.zip to download. So you just click it and then you download it, right? TileZ zip. And then you do the same thing when you go to the world editor. Scroll down, go to releases. It's going to be this button here. world.zip, you click, and then you download. Once you go ahead and then it's the same process. Once you go ahead and download the world editor and the TileZ editor, you're going to replace these two folders with Alree's versions of TileZ and WorldEd. Once you do that, then you can go into either one. For example, let's go into the world editor, and then you'll be able to notice PZ world editor, worlded.exe. The .exe is going to be the application. By double clicking it, you should be able to launch the program. If you correctly downloaded Alree's version, right, Unjammer's, you'll notice at the top, because it's loading tile sets, it's a little dim, and it says unofficial fork by Alree. And that's how you know that you got that latest version by Alree. Otherwise, it'll say something else like just PZ World Ed, etc., etc. All right. Well, that's something that I've learned. I hope this is helpful. This is the a new way and the new tools that I've been using. Y'all have an awesome day. Talk to you later, mappers. Bye bye.